Yeah.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Pump it up with Unleaded 88.
This is Overthinking, where bold opinions, big questions, and brilliant distractions collide into one beautiful mess. Proudly presented by Carbliss Premium Handcrafted Cocktails. Flavorful and flawless. Hosted by Scott Siepker and Mackenzie Eddie. This is Overthinking, exclusively on Iowa Everywhere.
Welcome back, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Happy Rapture Day. We're all still here, so I guess it didn't happen, question mark, or is it going to happen later?
I would say it might have happened, and we just wouldn't know it. Right?
Oh, shoot.
Very few people might have gotten raptured.
Oh, yeah.
And you don't know any of them.
That sucks.
Yeah, so you're
So
stuck
that
here.
means I'm not worthy,
Yeah.
and you're not worthy. But Kate's not here. Did Kate get taken by the rapture?
Kate, were you raptured? Oh, my gosh. No.
They keep trying, but I just won't let them.
All
God
right.
keeps trying to pull you back up to heaven, man, but you won't let him.
He keeps giving me his toughest battles, Scott, so.
Maybe Kate is the Antichrist.
No.
thought
If
about
anything, Kate's better than all of us. I'm having some mic issues for a second here, so you keep talking while
You
I
sound
figure
great.
that out. Okay.
Yes, I'm excited to be back in Iowa. The Florida trip was spectacular, very well timed. I will just say we'll talk about it maybe more depth someday in the future, but I needed it, and I learned so much just being around a little kid. The way that they interact with the world. My little niece, she's 3.5, and the way she exhibits or goes through the world is so great. And my favorite part, Mackenzie, was we were sitting around and we had ordered pizza, and we had a couple different types of pizza, and she was asked, "What kind of pizza do you want, Sloan?" And she said, "That one." She pointed to the pepperoni instead of the one with all the junk on it. And I was thinking in my head, I was instantly doing a pros and cons list in my head of like different pieces and what's the right answer here. And then we asked her, "Why do you want that one?" And she goes, "Because I want it." And then I realized that's enough of a reason. You can just want something.
Exactly.
You don't have to have like this huge, long pros and cons list. That's what we call overthinking. And I need to do a more...
Kids don't overthink.
No, they don't. Now, they underthink as well, which gets you into problems. But you want to appropriately think.
I feel like kids, they can underthink, they can get themselves into a little bit of an issue, but they're right back out of the issue. There's zero consequences, for being a kid. That's not true. That's definitely not true. By the way, Ro was sitting there this morning. She had scissors in her hands, and they kept getting closer and closer to her hair, which she doesn't have much anyway. And I was like, let's just not do that. Although, you know what? Whatever. I was listening to another podcast this morning, not on our network, and it was the host was like, overthinking and overthinkers, and I got really excited about it. The ad was for people having OCD. And I was like, you know what? We don't need that negativity today, not on Rapture Day.
Hey, there's nothing inherently negative about having OCD.
No, of course not. Of course not.
You should recognize that you have it if you do. Talk to a professional, and there's treatments out there.
Of course. Yeah.
It's not easy, but it's simple. It's probably not true either.
It's not simple.
One thing people don't understand is that there's like different kinds of OCD. There isn't like some people think that like OCD, everything needs to be neat or everything needs to be clean. But there's also an OCD that is if like, hey, if I don't wash my hands 3 times, then I'm going to get hit by a bus tomorrow or something like that. Like there are all kinds of OCDs.
Is that the one you have,
totally.
Kate?
Yeah, to some extent for sure. What's the like routine sort of. I don't know. There's like routine
Yeah.
sort of OCD where I need to like, I don't know. I don't have. I had that really bad in like middle school, and
Can
then I
relate.
got
Me
properly
too.
medicated. But
You did?
Yeah,
I'm still raw dogging this shit. And so that's probably why I show up here just inconsistent as ever. Is
I
that the
think
right
you're
use of it?
perfectly consistently inconsistent.
Yeah, that's what I say. I'm
That's what we
consistently
want.
inconsistent, consistently unwell mentally. And you know what? Hey,
You're on the
Thanks.
right show, Mackenzie.
thanks for sticking around.
And
Yeah.
welcome all the other people who are out there thinking the same way,
Yeah.
watching Overthinking on the incredible Iowa Everywhere Network, which is killing it right now since football season started. It's incredible. We're so lucky to be a part of this.
We truly are. The group chat was popping off this weekend, and I just was like, you know what? I've learned so much from all of these sports experts. And I tell you what, I sent my brother a couple texts after the Iowa game, and yeah, I had a few Carbliss because let's not forget, this show is proudly sponsored by Carbliss.
Which flavors were you drinking that day?
Well, I had the margarita kind this weekend. But I got to tell you, I sent the text off, and then I was texting him the next morning about going to a parade up in Keswick because it was Keswick Harvest Fun Days, and I
Happy harvest
reread-
to everybody.
absolutely happy, healthy, safe harvest to everybody. I reread the text and I was like, yeah, I clearly had, like 4 Carbliss, but all of this stuff made sense. And I credit that to just being around and being in the group chat with the Iowa Everywhere folks, because I am learning so much and I sound goddamn smart when I talk about it.
And you are the only woman in the entire text.
Well, yeah, because Jenny wouldn't put up with it.
Yeah,
Jenny
well,
said, goodbye.
we added
I'm smarter.
Jane-
I'm too
we
smart
added
for
Jenny
this.
For
Bye.
what? She was there for, I think, 2 texts.
Yes,
and then
and
it
we
just
know.
said, Jenny Murphy left the conversation.
And I wanted to go with her, but I have such FOMO that I just couldn't. And so I know
Thank
I
you
add
for
nothing
staying.
to that group chat. I add absolutely nothing. In fact, whenever I do add to it, I feel like I'm annoying
Stop
everybody.
talking like that. You
I'm
do
just
add
saying.
a lot.
No, I don't. And it's okay. Okay, so can I just get you up to speed on what this Rapture shit is all about? Everyone's talking about the Rapture. Everyone was worried that the Rapture was going to happen. And that's because this South African pastor said that Jesus came to him in a vision and told him that the event would happen, loosely either today or tomorrow. So I guess we're not out of the woods yet, by the way, guys, because this could happen tomorrow.
Well, it's already tomorrow in some places.
I keep telling myself that. I've
That's
been
the
telling myself
problem with
that.
these temporal predictions is
Yeah.
that what time zone was the
Exactly.
Bible written in? Does that matter? Or where Jesus shows up, is it South American or South African time that we
Right,
need to
I'm
worry
like,
about, which
how
also
does
has
South-
multiple time zones?
Yeah, how does South Africa get itself involved in all of this? I mean, you would think because
Well,
it is
Partly it
the-
was the English came down, took it over, colonized it, brought Christianity, and then that, it just starts the process there.
I understand, Scott, how that works. I just wondered how this fella got himself but a part of this conversation. So yeah, I mean, it is the Jewish New Year, so you think like maybe God was like, you know what? Let's get some of those Jews up here. I don't know, but I'm just glad that all of us sinners were still down here on earth.
You damn right.
I'm just kidding. Don't you worry
And
about that, you guys.
thank
if you're
you,
Christian,
Nick.
like I am, what?
He said it's a fun podcast. Feels like a personal therapy session for you both.
Thanks,
It's
Nick.
not. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
No,
I do have my
I'm-
own therapy session tomorrow with the professional, but I find that this show is an important cog in the wheel of my mental health.
Hey, thanks, I guess. Therapy. I don't know what that's like. I don't do that. I think I should, but
Wait, you don't have a therapist?
Does it fucking seem like I have a therapist? Let's be completely
Okay.
for real here. And
We need to get BetterHelp.com to be one of our sponsors.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
No, we don't. You know that BetterHelp.com is going to just be sending AI chatbots to help you out of your crisis.
Maybe. That's a good point. Hadn't thought
Yeah.
about it. Thanks for ruining
Yeah.
it. But hey, BetterHelp, I don't believe that's true. So if you are hearing this and you would like to be a sponsor, please contact any of us at Iowa Everywhere.
I'll spend your money, BetterHelp. I'll spend your money. You know, I'm not above it. I'll spend that AI chatbot money. Kate, get back in here. What were you going to say?
I was I was just gonna segue right after Scott talked about that to this photo of sausage you added, because I thought that would just be funny. Just after Scott said this beautiful thing, I just throw up this photo of this buttered sausage.
Yeah, what's going on here?
Okay, you guys. Here's something I've been overthinking. Okay, so I covered up the brand because, you know, maybe they want to sponsor us too at some point. I love this brand. I went to Fairway. I got some, you know, dinner. Actually, supper. I call it supper. What do you call it? Do you call it supper? Do you call it? Okay, supper. It's supper. These little chicken sausages are so good, and they're healthy, full of protein, apple and Gouda. I pull them out to put them in the pan to cook them, and what do you see?
Chlamydia?
It looks like a big toe.
Oh.
That looks like a big toe.
No,
Yes,
that
it does with
looks-
the toenail. Can you zoom in?
Oh, now I can. Okay, yeah, okay. Oh, there we are.
And now I am sick to my stomach. Zach, you're exactly right. Therapy is a lifesaver. And if I ever get to the point where I need it, I will absolutely. I am not ever going to shit on therapy. I think it's
I'm
wonderful.
going to tell you, you
by the
need it
way.
already, especially when you see a big. Now this looks more like
I'm
a thumb.
Sorry, a thumb or a big toe. A thumb or a big toe. And I don't know if I can ever go back to eating these again. They are so good. They are so good. It's making me sick to my stomach to look at. I mean, I am actually getting
You
a
don't
little
think
bit.
it looks like a male procreative apparatus that has a little bit of unfortunate discoloring to it? That's what it looks like.
No,
to
it
me.
has a nail on it. It has a nail on it. Look at it one more time.
nail?
Okay, just one more time. Look, it looks like it has a toenail on it.
Okay, this is a sausage link in a plastic.
See that? Like
Condom,
that's the
okay.
nail.
Yeah, I see it. I think because there's that dark line right there about, just a little bit in it. It's giving the...
Zach says that a
we should
toe.
move on.
Okay. Someone sent me a DM on Instagram explaining why that happened. And it's how the sausage is hung. It's how the sausage is hung, and that's what happens.
What, you mean like hung up on the rack
Come
when they're
on,
smoking
man.
it?
Yeah. What? It's how the sausage is hung. That's why that looks like that. I said, I've never seen a sausage hung that way.
Lucky for you. There are
And-
some medical doctors watching right now who are like, yeah, I've treated something like that before.
Get in these comments, okay? Guys, I love you. I'm just happy to be here.
So am I.
Let's jump into the top topics we brought to you by those datgum Kabursky brothers. Scott, how's the lawn looking?
Oh, really? So they popped over while I was in Florida. They aerated.
Areola.
Mackenzie, that is a piece of anatomy.
Oh,
They-
shoot, you're right. I always get those mixed up. Never told you about the girl in my class who told us to turn the fan to ovulate. She meant oscillate. Ashley, I'm sorry. No one's forgotten. I think about that every time I look at a fan. Can you turn that fan to ovulate? Sorry,
think
she
if you
thought
go
we were all
to-
going to forget.
To that porn in the corn store out there by Newton, you might be able to find a fan that will do that for you. But they were out here just areolating my grass, my yard, and they used this really high quality seed to overseed, and then they left a brown
High quality
paper sack.
seed.
Yeah, jeez.
Speaking
They
of
left a
ovulating.
sack of high qualdy seed on my doorstep
Careful.
with a nice note that said, "Hey, if you want to put any more down, here it is." And so I did. There's a couple spots that needed a little bit more attention, and did that. Now I've been watering, and the rain's coming in, so I'm excited. Excited
Right on.
for the Kabursky brothers' full fall lawn to appear in about a month's time.
It's going to look gorgeous. It's going to be one thick, gorgeous looking lawn.
They know
gotta say
the
about
Kabursky
that.
brothers. They know how to hang a sausage. That's what I've heard.
Yeah, I can't disagree. All right. Americans could be healthier without daylight saving time. Stanford study suggests, and if I know one thing about Stanford, I know that they know how to run a study, a non-problematic study. Okay, so every spring and fall.
Are you referring specifically to the psychological study in the 70s where they put...
You know I am, Scott.
Wow. Great poll. That's
Thank you.
the prison study, the Stanford prison study is an epic. We'll have to talk
Talk
about
about
it.
overthinking. That's
you know what?
something
I
you
love
could
you
overthink.
for so many reasons. I just
love you.
appreciate you so much that
This
you
is the first time
pulled
you've
that
ever said
reference.
it. This is the first time you've ever
Publicly.
said it back. So
Ever? Really? No, I
Yeah.
haven't said it on the phone the many times that I call you and ask for your help.
no,
Oh, that is
you
my
too.
fault. I will do a better job.
I could cry. I'm a little fragile
You're like
today.
as my mom said. Mackenzie seems like she's your sister. And
Oh,
I'm
okay, I
like,
guess. I'm just kidding.
yeah. Wait, isn't that? Wait, that's a compliment, isn't it?
Yes, my God.
Okay.
What are you thinking? What are you talking about? All right.
I was
Every-
like, did I insult you? Go ahead.
Every spring and fall, Americans adjust the clock, losing or gaining an hour. It's annoying, yes, but researchers at Stanford say the habit may also be quietly harming our health. I think I could have told you this without them having to run this study, by the way. So here's what the study did. The team modeled 3 policy options: keeping the current twice-a-year clock changes, switching to permanent standard time, or going permanent daylight saving time. And then they used county-level data from the CDC and simulated how light exposure, the circadian rhythms, and health outcomes might change under each scenario. Are you keeping up?
I
Is this
am.
making sense? Okay. So the key findings were permanent standard time came out on top for public health. It would prevent an estimated 300,000 stroke cases per year.
What?
I know. And reduce obesity in about 2.6 million Americans. You're telling me we could cut out all the Ozempic, all the tirzepatide, and just keep our clocks the same? You're telling me? Big Pharma.
Ozempic.
Yeah, give me some of that, baby. Big Pharma is behind daylight saving time. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting. I haven't heard
be.
that conspiracy before, but
I just
you
came up with it.
I think that's the Edie conspiracy of the year. We need to. You're right. Big Pharma's
so.
behind daylight savings time.
I think so. All right. Permanent daylight saving time also helps, though less so, about 2/3 the benefit of standard time. Okay, so yeah, and this should be so obvious because it's all about the circadian rhythms. Like we always talk about that. So our internal clocks, light cues, especially morning light versus evening light, help set those clocks correctly. And then when we flip those clocks or shift light exposure, our bodies get out of sync. Yeah, everyone knows that. Disruption of this rhythm has downstream effects on sleep, metabolism, risk of stroke, obesity, etc. But not everyone agrees on which permanent time to use. Some like daylight saving because of the lighter evenings. Others emphasize morning light's health benefits. There are real concerns. For example, dark mornings under permanent DST may affect school children, safety, people with early shift schedules, etc. Policy isn't just about biology. It's about daily life. So, Scott, if you had a choice, what would you pick?
I think at this point, I would just get rid of it, just keep it the same all year round. And we already have some states that do that. I think Indiana, maybe Arizona.
Yeah.
I'm as I get older, I'm learning that simplicity is
the fat.
generally the right direction to go. It's not always, but for the most part, when you're on the line about making a decision, go to this more simple one. Is that Occam's razor? A version of Occam's razor, at least. A bastardization of Occam's razor. But I think I'd just get rid of it, especially now what you're talking about. If there's all these health consequences, I'm very
300,000 strokes. And everyone's
300,000
fat.
strokes. I don't understand how that is possible. But if it is true, and we must put that caveat there, what are we doing?
Big
Like
if
this is
true.
not a hard decision in this case.
Big Pharma. Ozempic. Okay, speaking of obesity and fat, can I just segue really quick into something that I was reading yesterday?
Yes.
Okay, really quick, guys. My mom gave me this book, okay, when I was about to have my first baby. It is called A Doctor Discusses Pregnancy. She was given this book when she was about to have her first baby, which was me. which was right around this time several years ago. I'm not going to disclose, even though AD called me 40 a few weeks ago. I'll never forget. He also did me extremely dirty yet again on the 80 squared this past Friday. I'll never forget that either. Okay? So anyway, this basically just leads you through what to expect when you're having a baby, but then it also goes into what happens after you have a baby. And this chapter focuses on the diet after you have a baby. Mind you, people who are reading this have just had a baby, okay? So I just want to read you.
Okay.
Record your present weight and measurements. How close are they to your ideal weight and measurements? Your ideal weight and measurements, okay? The next few months are important ones. You may be still carrying excess baby fat. Now is the time to take it off, unless, of course, you're nursing. And then it just goes into vigilance over your food intake and regular exercise can get you back to your pre-pregnancy weight and measurements, maybe even improve upon them in about 2 months. So excuse me while I go burn this motherfucker. And I'm just sick. I just feel so bad for women, like especially my mom who was having to read this, who did record her little tiny weight at the beginning of this. I haven't weighed what she weighed, but she wrote here she was pregnant since probably the 6th grade. So I just I just can't. Like I can't with any of this. Okay. Sorry. So I was really disturbed by that. And I just had to let you guys know.
I can understand, yes. And especially back then when you were like the amount of information you had access to was so much more limited, you would think this book must be the be all end all.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a part in there that talks about how the men feel forgotten when their wife is pregnant. I'm like, I honestly can't. Like I can't. And not to say like I'm a man hater, because I'm certainly not, but a man wrote the book is all I'm saying. You could just really tell a man wrote the book.
Well, I would appreciate the man looking out for men during
Totally.
Pregnancy time.
Totally. Dr. Birch did a great job doing that.
That's a book we needed, yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Engineers unveil bonkers prototype for crash-proof plane following the Air India disaster. Okay, so we all know about the Air India Flight 171 crash that happened, a few months ago at this point. There was only one survivor, which that is something I have totally been overthinking. How that man, like, literally walked off this airplane. It's actually crazy. I think that was like reverse Rapture. I don't know. That was crazy.
Or maybe they were all, oh no, because their bodies were still here. Okay, continue.
Yeah. Okay. So after that, 2 young engineers from Dubai have developed a concept that could redefine aviation safety. Their invention, Project Rebirth, is the world's first AI-powered crash survival system. And yes, it involves giant airbags for airplanes. Inspired by grief and a desire to prevent future loss, these 2 designed a system that deploys massive external airbags, impact-absorbing fluids, and even mid-air reverse thrust to cushion an aircraft during otherwise fatal crashes. Picture a plane wrapped in a Michelin Man suit or a giant piece of popcorn. Ridiculous at first glance, but potentially life-saving. I gotta say, looking at this gives me such peace. I would get on that airplane immediately. However, all this shit has to be really, really heavy, so we have to take that into consideration. However, I know it probably wouldn't work, but it would give me peace of mind getting on this airplane.
Thanks,
Okay.
Zach.
What's he saying?
We can just let people read that if they'd like.
Yeah, sorry, I was missing it. Okay, Scott, what's your thoughts?
I think that the reaction, as we've talked about before, to tragedies in airplanes has created an overly safe process to get on a plane and be in a plane.
You don't have to wear your shoes anymore.
You don't have to take off your shoes. Flying is so safe, all right, that what I don't want to do is add more expenses to having to get on an Airbus. I feel like all this is going to do. How many people is this going to save a year?
Potentially, we could get back those 300,000 people a year that are dying of strokes from.
They can get on a plane. But how many people die every year on these big commercial aircrafts?
You know, I
Very,
don't want to know.
very
That's a
few.
fact I don't want to know. I actually
Sometimes
don't.
zero, I bet it's close. It's very low.
No, there's
Because
never been a 0 year on an airplane.
In America, there has been. I don't think
not-
an American airline is only crashed very rarely in the past X amount of years. It's an incredible safety record. So do we need this? Probably not. And I don't want to add more fuel cost, more design cost. Now, if you can do this and it's super cheap and it does make it 100% safe, great. But I feel like there are other ways that maybe we could not put a giant Michelin Man around an airplane.
Hey,
You think I'm wrong
I
about
like
this?
it.
Cade, you're a worrier. Do you
I
get
like it.
scared? Cade, do you get scared to fly on airplanes?
No, I've been flying since I was like born though, so I feel like I was accustomed to it. No, I could take this or leave this. I don't know. I'm well known that, or I know well that plane is like the most safe form of travel that there is. Cars are the most dangerous, aren't they? They gotta be.
I mean,
I
motorcycles
don't
are probably
know,
worse.
motorcycles.
Motorcycles are pretty bad,
yeah.
probably, but cars, yes, it's exceptionally dangerous. But of course, there's so many more individual vehicles driving, so that's understandable. But yeah, it's the old classic Dumb and Dumber line: you're more likely to be killed driving to the airport than you are flying in the plane.
Well, that's nice. That's nice. I don't know. Speaking of plane crashes and train wrecks, French First Lady Brigitte Macron will present court with photographic scientific evidence that proves she's a woman. So if you guys remember, if you were listening a few months ago, we talked briefly about the Candace Owens conspiracy it's outside of her as well, that Brigitte Macron is actually a man. And not only is she a man, but she is like the uncle of her husband,
Emmanuel Macron.
It's Emmanuel Macron, the president of France. Yeah. So it's crazy. So she is taking a very public stand against this conspiracy theory. They have filed a U.S. defamation suit against Candace Owens, who has repeatedly claimed that she was born a male. According to their lawyer, Brigitte is prepared to put forward scientific testimony, family records, and even pregnancy photos from her first marriage to prove otherwise.
Don't you just have to do a DNA test? That's it? Like, I don't know why you have to do any of this other stuff. You just submit if you're really worried about it.
So I feel like when people say too much, they do too much.
Oh, so
I don't know.
you're in on this conspiracy. You think, okay, instead of just submitting the simple thing, which would be a DNA test, which would tell you immediately, let's do all of these other things to overwhelm with evidence. Okay.
I don't want to ever be compared to Candace Owens. I think she's nuts. However, she kind of has a point here. She kind of has a
Remember when
point
she
here.
didn't she just we talked about this on the show. She slapped the president of France.
Yeah, but it's her husband. I mean, or
I
her
know,
nephew.
but in public on the airplane, what do they call that? Air France One?
Air France One.
I hate
She
the
really gave
America.
him. She got him good too, right across the face, and then he had to play it off like he wasn't so pissed off. Yeah, she did do that. Okay, so
I'd like to get Cade's actual opinion on this if he thinks that the First Lady of France is a man or a woman. Cade?
Yeah, I kind of do. That's all I got for you.
Did you say yes to both of those?
Wait, what do you mean by both?
Do you think it's a
Well-
man or a woman? Do you think the First Lady of France is a man or a woman?
I think the First Lady of France is a man. I don't think we'll ever get a direct confirmation of that, but based on the information that I've seen, the same information as Kenzie, because I've fallen down the same rabbit hole as she has, clearly, there's some staggering evidence that she might be a man, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's fine.
no, there's nothing
who
wrong
cares?
with that. I
Well,
mean, lying to your entire country.
If it is the president's uncle,
yeah.
that is
Yeah, we shouldn't be.
I'm not saying who cares to that part because there's a lot of layered, terrible
because let's not
backstory
forget,
behind them.
Let's not forget, even if she is a woman, she still met
Still a
him
predator. Yeah.
when he was performing at his school play when he was a child.
She's still he, whatever the hell, still a predator. They
Are a predator. So I don't know.
We cover
don't know,
all
it's-
the hot topics here on
We do.
Overthinking with Mackenzie
My
and Scott.
cheeks hurt because I'm trying to report, unbiased
Yeah,
and
of course,
unbiased
of course.
opinion. However, we all know I have big opinions about stuff. And I mean, she looks like a guy. It's if nothing else, she's a predator wearing a bad wig. Okay? I don't want to be sued though.
Worst case scenario.
Worst case.
Or best case scenario.
Best case scenario.
Yeah.
Predator with a bad wig.
Well, we will keep you up to date here on Overthinking.
We will. We will. Okay. So this is kind of crazy. A couple gets a letter revealing creepy secret rooms in their 130-year-old home. Scott, how old is your home? Just really quick.
Just getting close to 100 years.
Okay, so not far off. Courtney and Matt, a young couple restoring a 130-year-old Victorian house, got more than they bargained for when a mysterious letter arrived shortly after they moved in. The letter was addressed simply to purchaser, sent from Canada, and claimed to be from the last surviving member of the Madison family, the home's previous owners. It included instructions. There are secret rooms and other things you weren't told when you bought this house. Okay, so just first, how would you feel if you got a letter saying that? I just
So
gave
excited.
myself full body goosebumps. Oh,
I
excited?
would be-
I
I would love it. That would be so fun. That's like a Indiana Jones adventure.
Yeah, actually, yeah, it kind of is, except way worse because it's your house. Okay, so what they did find, according to these letters, a hidden liquor cabinet tucked behind a sliding mirror panel above the front parlor fireplace. And inside were forgotten bottles of wine, bourbon, beer, sherry, including French rosé from 1970, and a bottle of wine from 1989. They also found a secret, creepy bathroom space. The letter told them to a concealed area, pointed them to a concealed area in the bathroom directly opposite the door, and it turned out to be like a crawl space. A trunk and storage room, a small locked door opposite the toilet opened up to a large room used for storage. Lots of space, though not immediately usable, so they had to do some repairs. A basement hideaway, and there was also antique furniture and trinkets left in the house, including an old music box that plays a haunting version of the Wedding March.
Sounds like
It's
a
just-
historic house.
I grew up in a very old house. We actually have a picture of it. I should have brought it. It is we'll have to post it. I'll post it on my stories today. I actually always post it around this time of the year because this photo was taken in the 1800s when the house was born. So, like, how long did pictures take to be taken back then? Like 30 minutes or whatever. So it is this big, beautiful house. All the people standing in the house that lived there. So there's like an old, like the grandma must have lived with this family, and they're all just standing, staring at the camera. It is so creepy, but it's one of my favorite pictures. But after we moved out, and I know you don't believe in this kind of thing, the people who lived in the house after us said it was haunted. And they said like weird things happened. But I always felt very protected in that house. I think that maybe it was. And maybe there were spirits there. But I always felt like they were kind, protective spirits.
Wow. Well, that's a very sweet thought. Also, that sounds terrifying that there are just spirits just like watching you sleep, maybe watching you do other things. That
Like
seems
they would
way
watch
creepier.
me. Here's where I think they would watch me, okay? And I'm dead serious. I grew up, in
So are
the
they.
late 90s, early 2000s. And so we had our computer room. And I was always sitting at my computer. And I would always feel like there was a stairway behind me, and I would always feel like someone just staring at the back of my head. So I'd be sitting there chatting on MSN Messenger, and I'd always feel like that was weird. And then when I would run up the stairs, I'd always wave my hands behind me to make sure the ghost couldn't grab me. But totally normal kid stuff. Maybe I do need therapy.
I will. I'll let you figure that one out for yourself.
Yeah, I think I have. All right, Scott, Cade, do you want to be a world record holder?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
All right. There are still some up for grabs. So I'm going to take you through what are up for grabs right now, just off the top. Most whoopee cushions sat on in 1 minute. The fastest time to blow a stamp 10 meters, excuse me. The fastest time to blow a stamp 10 meters. The furthest distance bottle flip. The most high fives in 30 seconds. I think we should do this one, you guys.
In 30 seconds.
Yeah, the fastest 400-meter sack race. I'm not doing that.
Oh, childhood
And the
there.
fastest time to ascend the height of Everest by bicycle. I think I'm not going to do that one. No, thank you.
That one, more people die on the way down from Everest than they do going up, as they say. And
you
don't
just
think I
leave
want to
them
do a
there.
bike.
I did not know that.
Just
That's interesting.
Leave them.
That's
all
why
just
you gotta
up there.
not let your mind relax. Once you get to the top, people are like, "I made it, yeah!" And then it's really hard to get back down because remember you had to go up.
I would just sled down, simply sled down. No?
There you go.
I don't think that's possible. It's very, very rocky.
Oh, come on.
If you tried to sled, you would be very dead very quickly. You're
Not me,
crash.
though. I'm built different.
Yeah, those spirits, they're there watching out for you in Mount Everest.
I grew up
There
in
are a lot of
Keswick,
dead
Iowa.
bodies. If there's any place that's
Yeah,
haunted in the world, it has to be Mount Everest.
The guy with the green boots, he's up there. The guy with the green boots.
What's the guy with the green boots?
Well, there's a guy with the green boots that died, I think, like in the 1980s or 90s. And he is like, he's still up there and his green boots are still up there. And so people, they'll like, once you get to the guy with the green boots, you know you're almost to the top or whatever.
They
Have you
use
heard
him
of
as
it?
like an actual checkpoint now. His name
Yeah,
is
like he's
his
a
name is
checkpoint.
Green Boots. They call it like Green Boots Point or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, that
he's-
sounds terrible, but now if you think about it, put yourself in that guy's position, right? Now you're not
Dead on a
you're one
mountain.
of thousands and thousands and thousands of people to have summited Mount Everest. But how many people become a checkpoint at Mount Everest?
just Green Boots.
Just
Just green boots.
R.I.P.
Yeah, crazy. R.I.P. for sure. Yeah, I mean, go get them. Oh yeah, okay. So, what is a world record that you think that you could actually do?
Do you have one in mind already, Mackenzie?
There has to be like a world record about just like talking shit, and I do think that I would be like really close to that. Just give me a topic I can talk shit about. Any topic. Most topics talk shit about in the least amount of time.
What would I do? I mean, probably, I think that I could set the world record for, how specific can you be? Like most 3-point shots ever made in the Mount Carmel gym in the 1990s? I think I have that one.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Athlete. That's really
Thank you.
pretty
Now-
good. Congratulations.
Well, there was no organized play there. We just would play as kids. But still, I was
Who's
in
to
there all the
say?
time, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Holding a mug of beer for Scott. Agree.
Steinholding.
How did we not discuss that at the top of the show, Scott? That was crazy. That was crazy. Like there was nothing behind the eyes. What was going on? Were you there?
Yeah, I had
Like,
my
you were
sunglasses
just-
on.
Yeah,
That's what
but
you couldn't
I think
see.
you like
Could you
disassociated.
provide some context for some of our
Yeah.
non-Murph and Andy
Oh, yes.
listeners?
The Murph and Andy surprised me on Friday when we were out at Oktoberfest at Waterworks Park with a Steinholding competition against some of fans of the show. And people maybe who didn't know the show just got roped into doing a Steinholding competition. And yeah, we went and it was one of those things. I've done it before. I know what it is. And it ultimately is a mental exercise. You just have to put the pain out of your brain. And I knew that, and these people had never done it before that were around me. And I know what happens. Like once you feel like you've had to sign up for what is like 7 minutes and the timer calls out, that's 1 minute, your brain goes, I can't do this. This is too hard. And you just push through it. And there's some other tips and tricks that you can do. But for the most part, if you just sign up and know my brain is going to tell me to stop doing this, I'm not going to, you'll win.
So you could climb Mount Everest.
I would have zero interest in doing that. No, I mean, I could climb. Yes, I would train, make sure that all that stuff, but that sounds like a waste of time and a waste of money and not special in any way anymore. I don't want to stand in a line walking up to the summit of Mount Everest. I want to go to Mount Everest because I want to be in solitude with nature, with the earth, with myself, not in a line.
Preach, brother. Preach. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Anyways, Kate.
Didn't know I was gonna get all mad about Mount Everest, but
Don't worry,
it's
guys.
totally fine, Scott.
It's about to
we're
get
fine.
real stupid up in here.
Hell yeah.
Before we get to that, though, Brandon Lake, hey, that's a guy, handsome-looking guy. He's bringing his King of
this.
Hearts tour to Des Moines on October 9th at Casey's Center. Enter to win a pair of tickets, as well as Disney on Ice is returning to Des Moines from November 27th to November 30th with 9
Don't
shows
tell
at the
my
Casey's
kids.
Center. Yeah, Kenzie, you're going there for sure.
I'll be there.
And enter below for your chance to win a 4-pack of tickets to see the magical adventure featuring Frozen and Encanto. Go to iowaeverywhere.com and search under the contest tab.
I love it. That's so exciting. That's something for everybody. Brandon Lake, he looks like he sings like the good kind of old country that I like.
Yeah.
So
I had the same exact thought. I
give me
had
some of that.
the same thought. Okay. Kenzo, could you read the Iowa
You
Corn
betcha.
rundown for me?
You betcha. This segment is brought to you by the Iowa Corn Growers Association. Your voice matters. As an Iowa Corn Growers Association member, you help shape policies that impact your farm from the local level all the way to Washington, D.C. ICGA fights for priorities set by farmers, including higher ethanol demand, expanded trade opportunities, and key tax credits. You can be a part of this movement that shapes the future of Iowa agriculture by signing up now at iowacorn.org/join.
Thank
That's
you,
join with
Kenzie.
one J.
Join.
One J.
As promised last week, I have some gender swapped NFL quarterbacks. Scott.
Oh, shit.
Actually, Kenzo, you are a lesbian in another life. You can provide
Thank you.
You can provide some insight to this. Guys, I need to know how many beers it's taken for you to hit on. I don't feel like that's demeaning because these aren't real people.
Oh, no.
Okay.
No, it's
All right,
fine.
so you just got to let me know. If you go and hit on this person or stone cold sober, that means, you're very stone cold fox. You might need
Okay.
like a whole case for a few of these folks. I wouldn't hold it past you. All right.
How many Carbliss is it going to take for me
Yeah,
to,
there we go. There we go.
gently rub my knuckles on their rear end and just say like, hey. I'm
Hell
just
yeah,
wondering.
brother.
all right, that's the standard. Okay, I will keep that in mind as I'm looking
right.
at these.
Oh my God.
I got to start by saying this is a little dated. We don't have 2025 quarterbacks. This is more like probably 2023, 2022. But we got Danita Jones, and I'm not going to be able to think of female names for all these people. But we got Lamar Jackson and Daniel Jones.
So that's Danielle.
Danielle,
Yeah.
it was right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
It was right there.
Neither of these ladies are my type personally. Shit, I do think I played softball with Danielle. She was one hell of a catcher. And,
She looks like a bitch. I'm going to be honest.
She talked so much shit behind the plate, and it was like she would constantly getting herself in hot water with Coach. But, yeah. Scott?
God, I'm not hearing a lot from you over there.
Yeah, I don't know how to play this game. I think I'm gonna pass. They seem like nice people. I wish them the best.
All right, man.
Oh, what?
We've got Marcus Mariota and Tua Tagovailoa.
The girl on the right, yes, very pretty.
On the right? Oh, okay.
Not a fan of Marcus Mariota, I see.
Marcus Mariota.
Marcus Mariota honestly just looks like a Marcus Mariota, but with long hair.
Oh, really? Oh, wait, who's that?
Pretty
Which
much.
one's that?
Marcus Mariota's the one on the left. Yeah, I mean, if
Oh,
you just put
yeah.
your thumb over that long strand of hair, that's Marcus Mariota.
It just, my brain is having a really hard time with this. I don't know. Because I
think
know
the one on the right is a total cutie pie. She's adorable.
Yeah,
She's
she
a
is.
cutie.
She is.
Tua
Yeah.
Tagovailoa
She's cute.
is.
She has
Yes.
a tight little bod too. You can tell.
I'm not.
Okay.
No comment on that.
Yeah, Lady
little
Tua
bod.
is the leader in the clubhouse at this point.
Lady Tua. All right, man.
Cutie pie.
All right, we got.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Yes.
We got Aaron Rodgers, spelled the same way, but same pronunciation, ERIN. We got Aaron Rodgers, and we got
Jimmy
Jimmy Garoppolo, obviously, but
Jamie.
Janine Garoppolo, Jamie Garoppolo.
I'm a big fan of Janine Garoppolo. So
What about Aaron Rodgers? What about Karen Rodgers? Come on, Karen Rodgers.
they did
is
him
good.
dirty with that red lipstick.
I'm telling you right now, that is not his shade of red.
No.
Had they gone with like a more like mauve, yeah, that's no.
It's so hard for
not
me
good.
not to see Jimmy Garoppolo in this. But if I didn't
She's
know,
hot.
if I didn't
She's-
know, yeah.
She's hot. She
All
has
right.
to say it, Scott. Oh my God. Both of these are cutie pies.
We got Tom Brady
These
and
are
Joe Burrow. That's
Oh no.
Angelina
This
Joe
looks-
Burrow.
Joe
Yeah.
Burrow, that's a good looking woman.
I've seen her doing dances on TikToks before, and she's like very slender and cute. Yeah, for sure. And then Tom Brady kind of looks like the mom from that Netflix documentary I told you guys about last week.
Oh, that was
No
hitting on
good.
the, yeah.
He's got a little
No
more
good.
chin going for him, but
They took
Yeah.
the butt chin out for the most part of this.
they did. I see that. That's
They
a good-
really
good
thinned
eye.
out his face, although I'm not sure as much plastic surgery as Tom Brady gets. This might be an accurate photo of him today.
Cute.
That is
Cute.
pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow.
So,
Cutie pies.
Joe
They
Burrow,
did, like,
yeah.
They did the lips really well on that one. I like
Okay.
the-
Okay.
they-
Okay. Okay.
like
Scott.
they did Aaron Rodgers dirty, like with the red lipstick. You just put on it. Yeah, all right, continue. Sorry, I think I
might
said
want
something
to
I shouldn't
stop.
have.
No, I mean, no, you didn't. It's
All right, guys. We
is
got
that how
Zach
you feel?
Wilson and Matthew Stafford here.
Oh,
Oh my
Zach
God.
Wilson-
I feel like Zach Wilson's
Cute.
got that like girl next door sort of cute, you know?
Exactly. She looks like that meme that goes around where it's like the girl and she's like, I'll have to pull it up, but very cute. I think like this girl babysat me in the 90s. Love her.
Scott
She's a
is
great
so
girl.
confused
I
right
just
now.
wish we weren't playing this game.
I know, man. It's
I don't
just
know what
too
to
bad.
do.
It's too bad.
Cuties.
I gotta hear you say something, Scott. You can't just be silent. Can't give me dead air.
Zach Wilson makes for an okay attractive lady.
Okay, all right,
Matthew's-
all right.
Okay.
We got Derek Carr and Dak Prescott.
Jeez, Derek
The
Carr.
fact that the pads are still on is sending me. And the chest tattoo on the gal on the right is also good.
Dak Prescott. They really got the dark eyeliner for Derek Carr. They got that.
Well, yeah,
right
Derek
here.
Carr. I mean, that could be just Derek Carr's natural eyelashes for all we know.
That guy has to put on eyeliner. And Dak Prescott.
I feel like Dak looks pretty solid here. I don't
Cute.
know.
Okay, Cade's
Extremely
giving
cute.
me the cover. I will also say, Dak, congratulations.
Yeah. Wow.
Congrats, Dak. All right.
Oh my. Oh
Yeah, yeah. We got Josh Allen, bud, and we got Josh Allen and Gina Smith.
Josh Allen is by far the hottest woman. This photo.
Josh
is
Allen looks like
not
his wife in
accurate.
this. He looks like his wife in this.
No,
Haley
he's not as
Steinfeld.
pretty as his wife. The girl on the right is pretty. She's pretty.
Yeah, she's
Geno
kind of serving
Smith.
face. you
Yeah,
know?
that's a lethal face card, right, Kate?
Yeah, I'd have to. Yep. All right, one more, guys. I promise. One more. We got Jaden Hurts and Justina Herbert.
This is you, Cade.
It's me.
These two girls are best friends, and you know that they make fun of everyone that walks by them, and they are best. They are always smiling. They have the best personalities. I like these two.
I think I know at least 3 women that look like that Justin Herbert female. I probably know at least 3 women that look like Justin Herbert in this photo.
Is it weird that you look like Justin Herbert?
No,
I know 3 women that look like me.
No. No. Stop. That's not true.
I know 3 women that look just like me, guys. Okay.
They're my twin sisters.
All right.
Cute. Love it.
Okay.
This was a fun game.
That was a fun game.
I disagree.
These two other ones are NFL related, but a bit more mellow. Guys, what is the best color combo of all the NFL teams? It doesn't have to. You keep your passion for your teams aside. Keep your personal feelings aside. Just what you think the best color 1-2 color punch is, or 3. I mean, a few of these have 3, but what's the best
we're
color
going
scheme?
with color theory, and like how color and the opposites of color, and they actually complement each other. I'm going to say the Los Angeles Chargers, because blue and yellow. No, it's actually blue and orange on the color wheel are opposites from each other. So purple and yellow are actually opposites. So that'd be the Vikings. So theirs technically would have to be the best.
I'm going Dolphins. I hate the Dolphins, but I have to give them credit. Their color schemes,
Aqua and orange.
It does make you think of Miami and that more tropical feel. That's the winner for me. And then I love red, white, and blue, of course, because of America and the Bills.
I like the Browns too, because I am a fall girly and I like the oranges and the browns.
I do like
love the
Browns
brown
as well.
and orange. The brown and orange looks really good. I
look terrible in orange.
Me too. Not my color scheme. Not in my palette.
What would you go with there, Cade?
What'd you say? Sorry?
What'd you go with?
Chargers? I probably will go Chargers since Kenzie changed her mind. I really like the blue and yellow. I know that me and my father have fanboyed over that Chargers logo and uniforms since I was a kid. They're just the bold on the helmet, man. And they switched from like the powder blue. They switched from the navy blue back to the powder blue, and it just looks so good. I do like the Dolphins too, Scott. That's probably in my top 5. Orange and teal, especially the old one with the cartoon dolphin, not the bitch-ass photorealistic dolphin. I think it looks good. Chris Schubert is an actual Browns fan, and he thinks the colors are ugly. It makes total sense, though, for football time, though. Those colors during football season, it's
I know.
it's perfect,
It's like
man.
a pot of chili on the stove and like the Browns.
And imagine how
tea.
good
I love it.
those colors really would be if the Browns weren't the most embarrassing franchise for the past 50 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's not nice.
That's true, but yeah.
The Bengals are terrible.
They paid never mind. They paid a really bad guy guaranteed contract of $400 million. So
All guaranteed.
It's got merit for. Okay, another one. All the NFL teams switched colors with their rival. Which is the best looking updated logo?
Oh, fun. Ooh. That lion kind of looks good. This is okay.
That Falcon looks badass.
What
I like the Falcon.
What do you got
too. The
on
golden?
What about the Washington logo? Well, I think that's probably Cade's favorite.
I'm trying to find it. Hold on.
It's because it's not on the helmet anymore.
Yeah. That probably is my
Oh.
favorite. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is a
That's
dated
my-
logo.
That's my ancestor. For real.
It is. That's true. I remember you telling us that.
Yes, that doesn't
Um,
believe me.
I'm going to go with Kenzo's original answer. I think the gold and black Falcon looks really sweet. I think I like that. I also
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like the I hate to say it, Scott, but the green and white bill is kind of
I haven't
cool
even
too.
seen
I
it.
guess it
Where is
doesn't
it
make
at?
a
Where's
lot of
it at?
sense, but
I don't see it. Oh,
yeah,
I
at the
didn't
top.
even.
The top.
Nah.
D Coop said he likes the Bengals. That looks like the same Bengals logo to me.
The Jaguar is so not right, but something about that blue and the white and the red tongue is just like
That does look
it's
pretty
immediately
cool.
caught my eye. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that's
I
interesting.
didn't see that. That
The
looks pretty
Raiders
sweet.
sucks.
That looks sweet.
The Steelers one sucks too. It's just the
Saints suck.
black and
Seahawks.
orange.
Like most of these do suck. Dolphins looks okay. Cowboys. I don't
Dolphins
know. What do
looks-
they?
That's like a that's the Eagle green. That's the Kelly green. It's the Kelly green star.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you guys.
Wow.
That was a bit of a longer one. I apologize for that, but
No, that was fun.
That
And
was
we're live.
enjoyable.
we
Yeah.
are live.
We
Yeah.
are.
So
Sorry,
we-
Scott. I made you question your reality for a little bit there, so I'm sorry about that.
Hey, you never know.
I have
Maybe
asked
the
myself
Rapture switched all our sexualities. Maybe.
Are you saying
Maybe
yesterday I was gay and now today I'm straight? Because I feel very straight today.
Oh, maybe you were a little gay yesterday. I don't know. That's for you to tell us. Were you feeling a little gay yesterday?
This is when I know it's time to end this show for the day. Let's get on to Overthinking in the Wild, folks. Hey.
Okay. Well, actually,
Oh,
God. Speaking of,
Yeah.
I think we have a speak pipe that we need to listen to first.
Oh.
God. Yeah, we do. I hate
Yeah, it
that
was a perfect segue.
I hate that I know what's coming. Hold on, guys. We had a Overthinking in the Wild audio submission via SpeakPipe. So feel free to leave us your messages on SpeakPipe. We like the audio more than the text. What are they called? You know what I mean? The
Submissions?
forms, the form
Submissions.
submissions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Call us on the SpeakPipe and let us talk to you. We like to hear your guys' voices. But we have a SpeakPipe from someone named Jackson. Wonder who this could be.
Oh, boy.
Hi, y'all. It's Jackson. I've been overthinking after Jimmy called in last week, but I really just got to know the answer. Is Cade Murphy single and able to mingle? Hi, y'all. It's
Jackson sounded different this week. Must have one of that cold that's going
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
But
There's a bit of sickness going around.
Cade, you're on the hot seat, buddy. In the
Hey. Hey. I do. I don't even know what to say. I wasn't ready for this.
There's only
Jackson,
one question.
No, I'm not
asking.
single, ready to mingle for you, man. I'm sorry. I'm not.
Oh,
You gotta. Well, I don't know. I don't want.
You're just breaking people's hearts.
I don't want to break his heart. He's a good guy. You know what I mean? I feel bad. He
There's also
kind
a
of
loyal
put me in
listener.
ladies
a.
listening.
Well, he
who
put
just
me in
you
a.
broke their hearts.
Well, he put me in an uncomfortable position. I don't like to be put on a spot
Well,
on air.
maybe you
Just
can
be
have a
honest,
little
Kate.
taste of your own medicine after having me have to sit through your little Cade's random rundown.
your little Cade.
This is totally
random
different.
rundown.
This is totally different. Those women do not exist and they never will exist. Jackson is a real human being with feelings.
He is. He's a
And
real
I
sweet
just
guy.
ruined his
Thanks for
day
listening,
probably.
Jackson.
Until he moves on to another Iowa Everywhere. He kind of hyper fixates on Iowa Everywhere
Jake
personalities.
Brennan?
It was you first. It was you first.
Who, me
Yeah.
or Kenzie?
What?
No,
Mackenzie.
Scott. No,
No.
Jackson.
I don't think Jackson's into what I got to bring to
Yeah,
the table.
no, he's clear. He's clearly the door closes the other way. Clearly, so you know, I don't know what I'm talking about. I need to get off the air, guys.
Okay.
Morgan Ann, overthinking. How many is too many water bottles? My boyfriend thinks I have too many.
Your boyfriend's probably right, Morgan.
Yeah.
This epidemic of water bottle. I'm staring at 4 water bottles right now in this office. And we all have too many fucking water bottles, and we don't need that many. And where are we going to put these water bottles? Morgan, I love you, but I think you need to get rid of a few of the water
You
bottles.
need
Scott?
one water bottle.
One water bottle.
daily
maybe
water
maybe
bottle.
2, because that way, while the one's being washed, you can use the other one.
Okay,
2
fine.
tops.
2. All right, I'm compromising here. 2. That's all you need. 2's all you need. Get rid of the rest.
Yeah. What are you going to do with them though? Donate them? They're all going to outlive us all in the landfill.
I think we need to be using more plastic bottles.
Well, I hate to say it, but I have one of those too. But you know,
We've got so many really well thought out good opinions on the show today. I just love it.
I don't think we're using enough plastic, guys.
No, we should
I
double
don't.
down.
I think we should double down. I think we should throw it away and not recycle it after too.
It is.
All right.
We have to give props to plastic. It is a total game changer.
I love
But,
it.
It is.
I love it when it's
is.
micro.
That's why we should use more of it.
Hell yeah. It's great.
Everything in moderation, Cade, except moderation.
All right. Mal RM Dry. I don't want to butcher it. I'm sorry, but they are overthinking. My yoga teacher had a pull a card. I pulled the destroyer card. Been thinking about that.
Oh,
Okay.
you mean like a
So I
like
asked
at a
her.
tarot deck?
Okay.
Yeah, I
need some
said
more insight.
so.
I need some more.
Yeah, she goes to yoga, and she said that her yoga teacher offered her the tarot deck, and she pulled the destroyer, and so she's been thinking a lot about that. And
As somebody who's done a lot of yoga for many years, I would avoid pulling one of these cards. It just it ruins your whole practice because then you know that's all you're thinking about.
well, the destroyer card in a tarot reading typically signifies endings, radical change, and necessary destruction to allow for new growth and rebirth, acting as a catalyst for metamorphosis by clearing the way for the new. So
Yeah, but
yeah,
it's
it
just a
starts a
random
little
pick.
aggressive.
There's
Yeah,
no
but
like
maybe
universe
she has
telling me.
something. That's what tarot is, right?
Yeah, it's just like an entertainment thing. Like it's not real.
I don't think it's real either. I don't think it's real
You know
either.
what, Mal? You be a destroyer of bad things and be a builder of good things. I believe in you.
Wow.
That was
Hell
very
yeah.
beautiful.
Keep
Holy
working
shit.
on your
Nothing to
downward
add.
dog.
That's right, sister.
That was really good, Scott.
Thank you.
Poetic,
Made up
Scott.
for all
Wow.
the absolute BS that most of us have been on today.
Not
Bars
me.
of Iowa.
I've been on the straight and narrow.
Oh, yeah, you have, Kenzo. Bars of Iowa is overthinking dress-up days at school. There should be no PJ day. Kids already wear PJs, pretty much.
Yeah.
Mom,
You know-
as the mom here, we need your opinion.
I have to say, I agree with this one only because the pajamas that I am buying for my kids all have holes in them, or they all, like they get pilled, and they just are not ready to be worn outside the home. And so I had to plan ahead last week because it was homecoming week, and pajama day was on Monday. And I had to get a little creative with the pajamas because we couldn't wear like the tops and the bottoms that matched because they're thin. It's a thin material. I mean, you're supposed to sleep in this stuff. Pajamas are meant for inside the home for sleeping. They're not meant for outside the home. I have to agree.
In the year 2000, we had homecoming and we had a pajama day. And that was really cool because you know how many times you wore pajamas to school when I was in the year 2000?
How old
Zero
were you
times.
how old were you in the year 2000?
17.
What grade? Oh, you were a
Graduated
junior
in
or a senior?
2001. Yeah, that was my homecoming my senior year, 2000 into 2001 when I graduated in the spring.
Wow. So you did wear pajamas to school
Owen
that
Wilson.
day?
Yeah, it was cool. Like people got to wear pajamas, and it felt like, wow, we're really getting to do something special. But to the submitter's point, the listener's point, they wear pajamas all the time. It's not special anymore. Now you need to have a suit day.
Do you guys...
Jeff and I talked
like,
about this last week. We need to get more creative with our dress-up days for homecoming. Like I could think of
Black
10 off the top of my
tie.
head.
Do you guys like wear pajamas when you go to bed, or do
Nope.
you just wear like shorts
Boxers.
or? Yeah, I'm the
Boxer
same.
briefs.
PJs are
I
too.
wear pajamas when I have my shit together.
I get overheated easily while sleeping, so pajamas were a no go for me for forever.
I like the idea of sleeping naked, but then I always feel like I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah, I would never sleep.
You know what I
naked.
mean?
No.
That doesn't
No.
seem
So
right.
I put this little piece of fabric between
cannot sleep
me and the
naked.
bed.
Yeah, that feels.
That's the only thing I have on, but it makes me feel so much better.
What if your house catches on fire in the middle of the night and you're naked? Like
your
what
balls
then?
just start burning.
So I got a
Yeah,
friend
you've
who
got
is
to
a
wear
fireman.
clothes to bed.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And we won't say when it was, but it was a cold, cold day in Iowa, and a fire broke out in a garage where a gentleman happened to be living. It was over on the east side.
Oh, sad.
And
Did he burn up?
You know what? This isn't a fun story.
No.
He got out. He got out, but he had he didn't make it. But he was totally naked,
Oh.
and he only had one leg.
Oh, geez.
So like it's even worse.
Scott,
So
why would you
that's
tell
why-
us this?
Yeah,
That's why you shouldn't sleep naked, right? Like your point. I didn't even think about that.
To end on a good note, let's read one more piece of suggestion from
Should I have not told
from
that
this
story?
book.
I
No, you
realized I shouldn't have told that story halfway into that story. Dang it.
It was too late. It was too late.
It was too late. Please, read out of this pregnancy book. Redeem me,
Okay.
please.
Okay, this book is going, we're going to end on a good note. Okay, this is talking about maternity clothing back in the 80s. So the overall rule is to select clothes that do not bind you, that are attractive as well as serviceable. Look for clothes with details near the shoulders and the neckline that take attention away from your middle. You know where the baby is. Avoid stripes that go all the way around you in favor of those that run up and down.
Hey, that's a
Fat
that's
piece
a
of
good
shit.
like Cade is wearing
Fat-
horizontal
fat bitch.
shirts. It is. If you wear pinstripes, it makes you
Fucking
look
pig.
longer and more lean.
kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I'm sorry, Scott. I made Kenzie laugh because I called this hypothetical pregnant woman a fat bitch.
Someone said they didn't like our podcast last week, and I get it.
Someone said it this week too, and I totally get it. It's definitely an acquired taste. No doubt
Someone
about
said
it.
it this week too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, my God.
It was because
Oh.
we were talking about Brigitte.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
she'll be all right.
She'll be
be
all
all
right. She'll
She's
be okay.
Oh, my
pretty much the
God.
president of France at this point. I
Yeah, come on. Lighten
Yeah.
up.
I'm gonna get
Oh
my
my
ukulele.
God.
I'll be right back. Keep going.
Okay, guys,
We're done.
thank
We're
you
done,
so
Scott. Where are you
much
going?
For listening to yet another episode of this BS. We can't tell you how much we love you. This was fun. We're not transphobic. We are sorry, Joe. That if you took offense to that, we are sorry. That was not the intention. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Scott, thank you so much for pulling the uke out. Cade, thanks for keeping the train on the tracks. And we love you.
I hope all your favorite bands stay together.
Yeah. And we're going to see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
Goodbye.